So we sit down, she opens the menu. "What's this?" she says. "They serve veal?" Whereupon she informs me she's an animal rights activist, and how dare I bring her to a restaurant that perpetuates the slaughter and torture of innocent creatures.
Oh, the last date I had before meeting Chris, I think the guy took me to a Bee Gees concert. Still too soon, man. I don't even know if I remember how.
So we got some Parkers up here.
What's going on?
Park is closed. Move along.
Guess he's catching some Z's, huh? Let's check it out.
Excuse me, sir. You have to move your car, please.
Got a call for backup, huh?
No. Backup, nothing. That's Councilman Rabinovich. The way the media monitors our radio, we're gonna have every news van in the city here before our people.
Look, Dan, we gotta get some brass out here right away.
Jesse, we're not gonna do it. Right action, wrong time.
Oh my God. Hi, Richie. Yeah, late night dancing, indecent exposure. No, what's the name of the band, stupid? What? What do you mean Springer wants to see us? It's our day off, remember? Of course we're partners, but... Okay, I'll be there. Yeah, I love you too.
Hey, there he is. It's a nice tie today.
Yeah, it's a real fashion statement.
Excuse me?
Yeah, am I belonging to my granddad, right? Or your Aunt B's got some dish rags with the same pattern?
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Ah, come on, Springer. We both know the drill here. I fall for your sweet talk, and then you dish me some wise-ass comeback that makes me feel like an idiot.
Look, I gotta tell you, you got me all wrong. I said it was a nice tie and I meant it. Have a good day.
What?
Hey, Styles, what's up? Oh, Waylon, you look dynamite.
Oh, here it comes.
Hey, what comes?
Feigned innocence? Gee, Springer, haven't seen that before.
Oh, come on, what is with everybody today? I'm in a good mood. I try to be nice, you know? I tell you, I am misunderstood.
Yeah, and I am missing the wedding scene of The Graduate, so can we just cut to the chase here? I mean, what's this big, important thing that pulls me out of my beauty sleep?
I need a woman.
No kidding.
My 50 favorite female detectives are away on vacation, so I gotta improvise.
I'm going back to bed.
2 weeks ago, Akoya was raped and strangled over in Lynbrook. Last night, a housewife was found murdered in her bathtub. Same M.O. Seems they both work for the same place of employment.
Sounds kind of like homicide, Springer, not beat patrol.
Well, that's why I need a woman and work the job angle.
Waylon?
Absolutely. She's got a great voice. She'd charm the pants off a priest.
Let me get this straight. You want me to give up my precious R&R? For what?
For what? For a shot at detective work. A feather in your cap. Chance to make your cop family proud of you. Hey, look, you don't want to do it. You just say the word. I'll get some skirt from the 8th.
Oh, wait a minute. What exactly are we talking about here?
It's simple. You man a phone. Excuse me. your purse and a phone. And your partner Styles here monitors calls. Just like that.
And what is this, some kind of telemarketing thing?
No. Actually, what it is the phone sex thing. Yeah, you gotta talk dirty on the phone to strangers. Don't worry about it. It'll be cool. Don't sweat it. Just be yourself.
Oh, well, what the hell. Maybe I'll find a new career.
Maybe.
Would you two excuse me for a second? I'm gonna go talk to my partner.
Of course, dear.
She didn't mean to embarrass you, honey.
Me? Embarrassed?
Edna,
never.
please.
You want to talk embarrassment? What about missing the rabbi's son's bar mitzvah this weekend?
Edna, we didn't even get an invitation.
Well, of course we did. Evelyn said that the rabbi's assistant said that we could go anytime.
Don't start.
Friends of yours?
Oh, you don't know? Well, that's my Aunt Ed and Uncle Bert, the Duchess and Duke of Boca Raton. They just flew in for Bert's 40th high school reunion.
Oh, so you have your hands full.
Oh, yeah. And just to spice it up, some guy snatched Edna's purse in front of the hotel this morning.
And assaulted my husband.
He did not assault me.
He knocked you down.
Edna, please.
We are going to file a complaint. Bring that hoodlum to justice, and we're taking the first plane back to Florida.
Aunt Edna? Uncle Bert? This is Lynn.
Hello.
She's gonna, help us out, right? Partner?
Hi. Hi.
We've heard that the councilman may have been involved in graft.
Also, rumors of a possible drug use.
You guys didn't see anybody in the area? No cab drivers, no homeless.
No one. Just those kids in the bushes, right?
Can you estimate the time of death?
We got no prints, no murder weapon. If you remember something, anything, come to me, right? We got to put this one to bed.
You got it, detective. You got it.
Guy had a family, you know that? Wife, 3 kids, grandchildren. You know what his wife is doing right now?
Hey, watch out!
How's it going, officers?
Hey, what are you, nuts? You could have been killed.
Oh, well, wouldn't be the first time and won't be the last. Hey, guess what? It's your lucky day. I think I got something you guys want.
You mind backing off, buddy? Get off the car, please.
2 words, man. Abraham Rabinovich. Oh, you interested? Yeah, I thought so.
You saying you know something?
Oh, it depends on how much something you want to buy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Another parasite. Let's go, Jaworski.
Jaworski? Any relation to Chris?
Excuse me?
Wait, yeah, you're Jesse, huh? Your husband told me all about you.
You knew Chris?
Knew him. He was like my brother. In fact, when he died, it was like a part of me died, too. Nathan Marquis, a.k.a. The Beetle. At your service, man.
I am not with that fellow over there. Praise the Lord.
Where's it we're going exactly?
Come on, Lynn. I got somebody I want you to meet.
You sound pretty good too, baby. You want to know what I look like? You're gonna like it. Well, I got a face like Julia Roberts, and I got legs, like Claudia Schiffer. Yes, honey. And the body, oh, honey, baby, the body's so hot. I gotta keep a fire extinguisher nearby. Oh, I'll tell you what. You call back in 10 minutes, and I'll tell you what's under my tiny little teddy. Hi, I'm Barbara.
You must be,
Officer Styles. This is Officer Whalen.
Well, welcome to Dial of Fantasy. As you can see, I'm the only fantasy right now. The other girls bailed when they heard about Eva and Polly. You want a coffee or something?
No, thanks. Richie, can I speak to you for a minute? Would you excuse us, please? Thanks. Dial of Fantasy?
Two of the victims worked here. Springer figures the doer might have been one of the callers.
And I'm supposed to... No, Springer's out of his mind.
You asked him, Whalen. He told you.
I thought he was kidding.
Come on, baby.
The police...
No way.
Come on, baby. That's all right.
What is the problem? What is the big deal?
I'll tell you what the big deal is. I won't do it.
And why not?
Because it's degrading and it's disgusting.
Yeah, well, so's the guy who did these women.
Look, this just isn't me, okay?
That's the way, baby. You can do it.
Sorry.
You can do it.
Look, this is not let's make a deal. If you got something hard on Rabinovich,
Then we talk money.
The guy who's been writing threatening letters to the city.
We'll, check it out.
So now other council members are asking for 24-hour protection.
Can we talk to you, Lieutenant?
Lieutenant, we ran into this guy, this snitch. Claims he knows something about Rabinovich.
Tell him to take a number.
I think he's telling the truth. He says he worked for Chris.
Can you believe him?
5 minutes, Lieutenant. That's all it's going to take.
Lieutenant, we can't afford to leave any stone unturned.
And your name and address there?
Okay, 5 minutes. Pull Chris's file on this guy.
This is Beetle.
Ah, like the thing that goes squish when you step on it?
This is Lieutenant Gonzalez. And this is my Alan McCullen from the mayor's office.
Well, hey, you're Jesse's dad, right? Yeah, Chris mentioned you. He said if anything ever happened to him, he'd take good care of his little girl.
Okay, let's cut the chit-chat, shall we? Now, Officer Jaworski says you might know something about Councilman Rabinovich.
I might.
Beetle, I got some low expectations. Disappoint me.
Okay. There's a man in a bar. Man drinks. Man talks. Says he'd like to pop the councilman.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hey, my meter just expired.
Come on, kid, does your drinking buddy have a name?
Look, all I want's $1,000, okay? You drop that to roll lousy street dealer, right?
Talk first. Mr. McConnell.
You know, Chris and I, we broke some big cases together. We were like a team. Do you know that when I got kicked out of my third foster home, he found me a place to stay?
Okay, don't push it, kid. This isn't a soap opera.
You know, Chris always trusted me. He always paid me for information.
Take him out of here.
Let's go, pal. Come on.
We were like family. He was the only normal person I knew.
Nice doubts, Whalen. I hear you're having a tough time with this phone thing. Is that right?
I don't want to talk about it.
You know, when I was a kid, I was walking home from school one day, and this guy stopped and he offered me a ride. And my mother, she told me, she warned me about those things, like all mothers, you know, but I don't know, I guess I was tired, I had a lot of books. I knew better, right? Anyway, I got in the car. Everything was going great. He was asking me all kinds of questions, you know. Suddenly, he touched himself and, you know, he told me what he wanted to do to me. You know. And I'll never forget those words. I will never forget those words. Although I was too young to realize what they were at the time, it just sort of stuck in my head, you know? They kind of made me feel dirty. The kind of dirty you can't wash off.
Why are you telling me this?
Well, because for a long time I hated this bastard. I mean, I hated him. And a few years later, I'm fooling around with this girlfriend of mine. We are going at it. And all of a sudden, she says the exact same words as this guy used. I mean, the exact words. See, so that's what hit me. People say things, okay? Whether it's over a phone, whether it's face-to-face, that doesn't matter. They only mean what you want them to mean. Do you understand that?
I just can't do it, Springer.
Okay. That's okay. You know, it's not going to make or break the case or anything. But at the same time, you have to realize that you are a police officer and you don't get to do everything that you want all the time.
Role-playing to some sexual deviant on the other end of the phone?
Absolutely. We are always playing roles, okay? When we bust a crack house, we're playing tough. When we pull a kid out of a tree, we're playing parent. When we want information, it's good cop, bad cop. I mean, the bottom line is, the better we play, the more effective we are. You let me know if you change your mind. Thanks.
Looky here, looky here.
So that's why they call you Beetle, huh?
Hey, how you doing, guys? What a coincidence. I was just gonna call you. I found this photograph of Chris, and I thought you...
What's in the trunk, bug boy?
The trunk?
Would you open it, please?
Well, don't you need a warrant or
I
something?
said, would you open the trunk, please?
Okay, dude, here. Look, help yourself, man.
I got him. Hey!
Move this thing forward! Forward! Come on! Move it up! You go around, I'll take the alley. Go!
Hi, Beetle. Going somewhere?
Your Aunt Edna is a trip. A real pistol.
More like a howitzer. Poor Uncle Bert. Still hasn't gone to any of the reunion events yet.
You know, I don't really think that's Aunt Edna's fault, Amy. I mean, if Uncle Bert wants to go, then I think he should go.
Lynn, you have to understand something. Yelling and screaming, that's their way. I mean, someone on the outside might not see it, but as crazy as she is, Edna really loves Bert.
You and your Aunt Edna close when you were growing up?
Whenever there was trouble at home, she was like a second mother to me. A bizarro second mother.
My mom died when I was 6. Maybe that's why I spoiled my kids.
Love to have some kids to spoil.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe.
Now I'm taking off my high heels. Oh, now my silky black stockings. And now I'm taking my fingers. Oh, and I'm playing them up the inside of my thigh. Ooh, baby, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Hi.
Hi.
I want $2,000 an hour, a brand new Mustang convertible, and this better earn me my detective shield. So, how do I do this?
Well, you just kind of improvise. Most of the guys like involved storylines. Oh, and try to make sure you don't cough or clear your throat. It tends to break the fantasy.
We cross-checked the phone logs. It seems like there was one caller who connected with both the victims on the nights they were murdered.
I remember. They called him the Shrink. He liked to get into their heads.
All his calls were between 8 and 10 p.m. He made them with a stolen credit card.
So all we gotta do is keep this guy on the line long enough to get a trace.
Yeah, assuming he calls again, and assuming he's the guy that killed these women.
Look, Will, that's all we got right now, okay? So I say we stick to the game plan. And pray.
I must be crazy.
I tell you what, if you're having such a hard time, why don't you pretend it's me on the other end of this phone line, all right?
I thought you wanted to catch the guy, Springer.
She's funny. She's funny.
Amy!
Well, Bert, what are you doing here?
It's Edna.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's gone.
Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down.
We were on our way to the reunion raffle breakfast, and she started in again on me. Well, I finally told her off. I mean, I really let her have it. And then she became so upset, she jumped out of the cab and she walked away. That was 6 hours ago.
Don't you worry, Uncle Bert. We're gonna find her.
So supposing I talk, what do I get?
You got it backwards, friend. Didn't your mother ever tell you you gotta give first to receive, huh?
Hey, look, I didn't have a mother, okay? Besides, I'm all you guys got in this case, you know?
I am your only chance of you walking out of here a free man. Now let's try this again. Who was the guy in the bar?
I don't remember.
You remembered yesterday.
Yeah, but I got expenses, Jesse. Come on.
The bar.
Look, all I'm asking is a lousy grand. A grand. And a Walkman. A Walkman.
You think we're gonna get you what you want? COD?
Yeah, then I'm your man, Mrs. J.
Jesse,
We need a break, buddy.
can't you see what this guy is doing?
You know, I'll bet you with a little incentive, I could find that bar in no time.
Sure that bar was around here? Bug boy?
Yeah, it kind of had a Bogart feel to it. Bogart feel. I like that. That's good.
What are you doing?
I'm writing down my memoirs. You know, I can't be a snitch my whole life. Who knows, maybe someday I'll get a book deal or movie rights or something, you know?
Beetle, you aren't taking us on a wild goose chase now, are you?
Who, me?
Yeah, I figure if you stay with us long enough, you might score a lead, maybe collect the reward money.
You want to do what to me? Where? Don't you ever get sick of this? I mean, you don't even know me. How can that turn you on? Hello? He hung up. How do you do you do this anyway?
Nice attitude, Waylon.
Excuse me?
Lucky the guy didn't call. He would have got an earful from you and see ya.
Oh, I guess it'd been easy for you.
If I thought I'd bring down a killer, you're damn right.
Oh, well, then, Styles, I guess you're a better cop than me. Because if that's a test, then I guess I'm... This is setup, right?
That's the phone. It's probably Springer.
Yeah. Dial of fantasy. What? What am I afraid of? I guess I'm afraid of...
Styles, I need a trace on the call urgent.
Never being taken seriously. I'm afraid of revealing myself and being rejected.
Come on.
But I guess the thing I'm most afraid of is getting that 1-2 chance at happiness and missing it.
Billing address?
627 Baker Street.
All right. Call Springer. Tell him to send it back up.
What else do you want to know? My fantasy? It's not really fantasy, it's more like a dream. Okay. Well, it's one of those hot August nights. Kind where you have to rub ice cubes on the back of your neck to keep cool. I'm in a cozy little cabin overlooking the ocean. There's a candle dripping wax on an old oak dresser. Next to a bed with goose down that's so soft it's like sleeping with the angels. What? No. The window was open. It was a car outside. Hello. Damn, he hung up.
Boys, open up!
You know, I could have sworn that bar was like right around here somewhere.
You said that 10 blocks ago. And this morning.
Dan.
And yesterday.
Dan, let me talk to him.
Jesse, he's pulling our chain.
Alone. Okay? Let's walk.
You don't trust me, do you?
Should I?
You know, when me and Chris worked together,
Beetle?
and then you got shot, and
Look, hold it right there, okay? This is not about Chris. This is about somebody else who's murdered and finding out who did it. Now, what do you know?
You know, sometimes you hear things on the street, and you wish you never heard them.
Need motivation? Withholding material evidence is a felony.
Okay, look. The guy in the bar. He was talking about a deal he had going on with Rabinovich.
Oh, you're full of it.
I swear. He didn't mention any details, but he did say the deal went bad. Rabinovich was gonna pay.
You're lying.
Look, Jesse, I swear.
Don't you play games with me.
Look, I can't tell you, okay?
The truth. Now.
You wanna know the truth? The truth is, I'm scared.
You're scared of what?
What do you think? I mean, any of these people finds out what I'm doing, and I'm dead.
We'll protect you.
Not from this. Look, Jesse, you just don't understand.
I understand. And you're going to jail.
Okay, all right, look. The guy I saw in the bar, Jesse. He had a badge. The guy was a cop, okay? He was a cop.
Good. The office belonged to a Roland Benson. No criminal record. Rented by the month. No forwarding address. Moved out 3 weeks ago.
Look, Springer, there wasn't a phone in the place. How could he be billed for calls there? Unless...
He was using a cellular.
According to the phone company, all the calls charged on the stolen credit card were in this area right here, cell 44.
Great, so all we know now is that he's in a 20-block radius.
Right. Let's just hope he calls again. After all, hope springs eternal, right?
Jaworski?
Buddy, I've got a problem. Beetle claims the guy who killed Rabinovich was a cop.
A cop? You tell Gonzalez?
No, the kid's scared. He'll deny it.
Jesse, remember what I told you about snitches? You can't trust them.
But what if he is telling the truth?
Okay, it happens. And this might be one of those rare occasions. But Jaworski, before you take action against one of our people, you better make damn sure.
Ladies, Molly?
I find my work.
What's up with Aunt Edna?
Oh, she's in punishment mode. She probably won't resurface till she's maxed out Bert's credit cards. Meanwhile, he's back at the hotel doing his Pagliacci imitation. He refuses to go to any of the reunion events without her.
Maybe she's back in Boca Raton.
No. Then again, she's just wacky enough to do it. I'm gonna call Florida just to be sure.
36 years together? How do people do it?
A couple of times a month.
Being married and staying attracted, now there's a fantasy.
Fantasy. Speaking of fantasies, Molly, how is it going?
Come on, guys.
No, seriously, what's it like? I mean, what do the guys like they call? What do you talk about?
Well, you name it.
How's it feel?
It's kind of like an out-of-body experience. Mostly I just go through the motions.
So does that mean you sometimes really go through the motions? Look, they're still human beings, and I mean, you do talk about some pretty provocative things.
Yeah. Mostly I just feel like a warrior. I mean, you guys know I'm no prude. Some of these guys you would not believe.
Pretty raunchy, huh?
Sometimes they're funny. Most of the time, just desperate. It makes you look at people differently, you know? I mean, you see some guy walking down the street, you think he looks normal, he's probably got a wife, kids. 2 hours later, he's on the phone talking dirt to some bored woman who's doing her nails.
That's pretty deep.
The weirdest thing is, you know, this is coming from somewhere, you know? I mean, I'm pulling this out of somewhere inside me.
Where is that place?
I don't know.
Well, SID's taping your calls, right?
Yeah?
Well, maybe you should take a listen and find that place.
Oh. Baby, baby, baby.
All right.
I want you to tell me your fantasy.
My fantasy? It's not my fantasy, it's more like a dream.
Oh, you sound sincere, not like the others. Tell me your dream.
Okay. It's one of those hot August nights. Kind where you have to rub ice cubes on the... This is stupid. I'm in a cozy little cabin overlooking the ocean. There's a candle dripping wax on an old oak dresser. Next to a bed with goose down that's so soft it's like sleeping with the angels. On an old oak dresser. Next to a bed with goose down that's so... Old oak dresser. Next to a bed with goose down that's so... There, did you hear that? Goose down that's...
Run it again, George.
Yep, right away.
There's a candle dripping wax on an old oak dresser. Next to a bed...
Right there, in the background. What was that?
Yeah, run it again, one more time. Bring it up.
I'm
Slow
in
it
a
down.
cozy little cabin overlooking the
John's
ocean.
like, that's Springer.
There's
Killer
a
might enjoy
candle
talking to
dripping
you.
wax on an old oak dresser. Next to a bed...
It's code blue.
That's so soft. It's
Only one place where that phrase is used.
A hospital.
Yeah, and there's only one hospital in the South 44 area. It's Mercy Heart.
I'll call the hospital and see if they've got a Benson there.
Thanks, Will.
That's Detective Whalen to you.
You want serious, Lieutenant?
Yeah. Sit down. I checked out that bad deal that your snitch Beetle told you about. Seems as though Rabinovich did have a minor business transaction with one of our people. Nothing illegal, just a stock tip that didn't pan out.
Well, who is it?
Wrangle.
Wrangle?
No way. No, he's in charge of the investigation.
Well, I'm having IA check out all of the details, but in the meantime, we have to use every precaution.
What are you saying exactly here, Lieutenant?
If it was Wrangle he talked to in the bar, the kid would recognize him, right?
Oh, so you guys taking the word of a snitch fingering a cop?
There are 50 officers out there. He's not going to pick Wrangle at random. This is an interrogation authority from the chief. If we find a positive ID from the informant, we use it.
All right. You say so. Let's go, Jess.
Uncle Bert, I was looking for you everywhere until I got a call you were here.
I went back to the hotel. Nothing. Nothing. I even called Reunion just in case Edna...
It's okay. It's going to be okay.
Oh, no. Amy, it's all my fault. I'm sure that something terrible has happened.
Uncle Bert, have you tried calling Florida?
Oh, I can't believe she'd fly back without telling me.
It's worth a try.
Oh, well. Edna, how could you do this to me? How could you humiliate me like this?
Let's go.
Do I really have to do this?
Keep moving.
You know, Jesse, it was kind of dark in the bar. You know, I didn't really get a good...
Your time. Keep looking.
Wait, that's the guy. That's the guy seen in the bar.
You sure?
Yeah, that's him.
What's he talking about?
We need to talk to you, Detective.
What the hell is this? What's going on?
Don't worry about it, Wrangle. We're with you all the way on this.
What? He's fingering me?
Come on, Wrangle. We can work this out.
You're dead! Dead? You was not worth kill you! You're dead! You son of a bitch! You dirtbag! Get out of here! All right! He's cool! He's cool! Get him out of here! Dirtbag! Come on! You are dead! Come on, man! You're dead! You got dead! Police, freeze.
Roland Benson?
Okay, Uncle Bert. Now, I promise you, you are gonna have the time of your life.
It started already.
Oh, it'll still be going on.
Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this. Nothing seems to make any sense. Nothing seems to matter anymore.
Bertie, you've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, I know, sure, but not alone.
I'm telling you, like Amy said, you are gonna have a great time.
Bert! Bert, is that you? Yeah, that's me. I see you're still getting into trouble with the cops, eh? Oh, no, I'm not getting into it. Joey Vick, remember? How the hell are you? Look at you. You haven't aged a day. I see you even brought along a date for me. Aren't you nice? Those girls are too young for us. Yeah, and too modern, I think so. I think you and I better go on. Yeah. So, where's your partner, buddy? I left her at home. Yeah, me too. Yeah. You know, men die sooner. And I bet you that there are more babes in there than there are guys. Yeah. I just saw Big Bungo Barbara walking.
Bye-bye, Boca. Hello, Bongo Barbara.
What's going on, Lieutenant? Heard Something on the radio about a weapon being found?
Yeah, those punks found it and decided to take it home for a few days of destruction. Kids. Father found the weapon, turned them in.
Any prints?
Yeah, theirs and the councilman's.
What?
What do you say?
We just got a call from his widow. She found a suicide note about an hour ago. Too much pressure, feelings of despair. The usual. Don't worry about it, Jaworski. We can all learn from this one. I'm just as responsible for what happened to Wrangle as anyone. We're pulling Beetle off the informant file permanently. He'll serve for robbery, resisting a police officer, and obstruction of justice, and anything else that I can think of.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for nothing. I think I'll stay over in Zone A next time, all right? Their bail forms go through faster, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, Mrs. J. How's it going? Chris, I was telling you about...
You low-life scum. Not only did you play me and almost ruin a cop, you desecrated the memory of a man who was good to you.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
And don't insult my intelligence.
Okay, all right. It was all about money. You threw me $1,000, remember? That's my stock in trade.
Your trade. Your trade is betrayal.
Yeah, but you made it kind of easy.
Why'd you say it was Wrangle?
Well, you gave it to me. A look, a question. All I did is fill in the gaps.
Oh, yeah? Well, fill in the gap for the next 10 years behind these. Bug boy.
Jaworski.
Detective Wrangle.
He's not worth it.
Listen,
You put me through a lot. And that's something I won't forget for a long time. But it's over. See you around.
So I think I'm doing phone sex with this hardcore killer. It turns out to be some guy's been flat on his back for 4 months.
Did you see the look on the guy's face when you told him who you were?
Guy was old enough to be my grandfather.
So, Waylon, what were you gonna tell the guy? You know, your dream?
Ha! No way, Richie.
Come on, Waylon. You know me, my lips are sealed.
Not in a million years.
You're wrong. You know that. You're wrong.
Do you think we'll ever catch the guy that killed those women?
The truth? No.
So what's it all for then?
Molly, it's not about them. The doers. It's about us. And doing our job the best way that we can.
Yeah, we'll tell that to his next victim.
I don't have all the answers. But this guy, whoever he is, he's in his own private hell. And every time he does this, that hell gets worse.
I just wish we could do more.